Hello, welcome to my channel, Share It with Merit. I am Merit, and I'm coming to you again from my backyard because we're having a second week of spring here in the Las Vegas area. So I am gonna sit out here as much as I can until it becomes the surface of the sun in a few weeks. Anyway, I wanted to delve a little bit further into the same topic of my last video, which was imposter syndrome, and start out by saying, the universe is so interesting sometimes because literally the day that I filmed that video, I had 3 or 4 clients that day and later that week come to me and say, I think I'm experiencing imposter syndrome. And they did not know I've taped the video. So I don't know if it was my energy or more likely the point of today's video is that we're so much more alike and aligned than I think we realize with others, And when we're looking for similarities and connections, we find them. And it's things like our insecurities, our imperfections, our imposter syndrome that keeps us actually distant from each other. And I know I touched on that in the last video, but I want to go into that a little bit deeper. And I really want to talk to leaders, managers in this video because leaders and managers often experience imposter syndrome too. And then they have that added sort of stress of not letting someone that works for them know that maybe they're not perfect, right? Or they don't have all the answers, right? And so this message is really about recognizing that we all have insecurities, right? Like I said last time, imposter syndrome is almost another word for perfectionism, right? That somehow we are holding ourselves to an expectation or a standard that we tell ourselves other people are, and they're not, right? And we're in the process of learning. So for leaders and managers, it's really important to recognize that I shouldn't say everyone, but while you don't necessarily need to know what is going on with someone in terms of their own fears and insecurities, what will be helpful and useful is, sort of leadership 101, show appreciation and give positive feedback on what people are doing well, right? And I would add to that, and this is my own personal take, is that playfulness in the workplace is underutilized. The opposite of play is not work. The opposite of play is sadness and depression. And when you can lighten the environment and the tenor of the workplace, you already put people at ease. They already are going to feel much more comfortable knowing that there is, it's almost impossible to be at play and feel anxiety, right? Those two things are hard to hold at the same time. We can hold a lot of feelings simultaneously, but play and anxiety are almost the opposite, right? And so if there's that sense of play and openness and imperfection, right? There goes my finger or my hand. And again, recognizing that we really are all more alike than different, okay? And if you can be open and vulnerable as well with some of your insecurities as a leader and recognize that a good leader also doesn't know everything, right? They put a good team together to fill in for their own insecurities, their own gaps, their own limitations, and things that they're not interested in learning, can't learn, whatever. So and that goes for any kind of business owner too, right? Like, if you're not particularly good at something like accounting, but you want to do your own business, you hire someone to do that, right? Well, in the business world, it's the same thing. Excuse me. Managers are just in a different position. And that's also important, is that, and I think this gets lost a lot because of our hierarchical nature, at least in this culture, is that, leaders, managers, executives, they are just as accountable to the people who work for them as the people on the lower on the totem pole are accountable to their supervisors, right? We all are accountable to each other for creating the environment that we work in. And that's That's also true in relationships, right? We're all human beings. We're all bringing our own particular strengths and weaknesses, right? And I guess that's the summary here is that we all do have strengths and we do have weaknesses. So leaders, managers, show appreciation. That's the first thing. Show appreciation for everyone that comes to work for you. People will go to the ends of the earth if you show them even a little bit of appreciation, just recognizing them, that they're there and what they bring and how they make the environment better. That will go a long way to encouraging that behavior, as well as helping that person feel as though, okay, maybe I don't know this one thing or these three things, but I'm being seen for what I do know, and now I can go try and learn these other things, feeling that this is a safe environment. Okay, that's it for today. I'll just give you a quick update on the old dogs here. Oh, if I can. Well, it's not working. See, I'm not very good at this, and it's okay. Let's see if I can do it like this. Can you see they're here, they're tired, they're hot, but they're supporting me, and they keep me in line. They know how to play, and they know how to show appreciation. All right, till next time. Oh, and if you want more information on me, share it with Merit.com. There's a download for a recipe for happiness, which also has a video, kind of me walking you through that process and helping you figure out what makes you happier. All right.